Hey, great morning to you. Great morning. How are you feeling? I'm up early, just getting my exercise in, and I'm still out here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and the construction workers are starting to roll in. But I did mention that I was going to inform everyone on the journey, and this is really for motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, I think, education. All right. First and foremost, I'm going to back this story up just a little bit because I think that some, but not all, even know my personal journey or know a little bit about my background and my upbringing. And that's probably why this, for me, having cabins like the ones in the background that you're seeing, make it extra special. All right. So just to get a little insight about me, man, my mother, which is my everything, she's the reason, why I'm here. She had 10 children, right? And I was the 10th kid, so I was the last one of all. And we grew up in North Philadelphia, so, if you don't know about North Philadelphia, it's probably not the best of the places to be growing up in. And man, we grew up in a row home. I sit back and I was thinking about this, when I was on the deck, just being grateful and being appreciative, that I was thinking about it like, man, I grew up in a row home with 3 bedrooms, all right, 1 bathroom with 9 other brothers and sisters. And if you include my mother, that would be 10 people. And time after time, my nephew lived with us, so that would be 11 people. So when you think about this, right, I sat here, was raised in a house where we had the ultimate love, coming from my mother, and I'm grateful and I'm appreciative of that, because the love is what kept us going. Even though we was rich in love, I like to call it, but poor financially, right? Because my mother had no money, okay? And just coming from that environment of, basically all my friends, they either sold drugs or robbed people, and a few of my friends, obviously, made some decisions to get their life together and doing really well for themselves and their families. And I think that that's cool. I think that that's awesome. But the environment plays a huge role on your mental, right? We sit here and say the people that you are around the most is who you're probably going to be like. And I'm just here to tell you that you can beat those odds, and the odds are strong. The odds are because everything in that environment, especially with money and seeing the drug dealers, and you seeing that, they're getting money and driving fancy cars and living this exciting, life. And as a kid, that's very attractive, and probably easy to do, and what I tell people all the time, it's so much easier to do the wrong thing than to do the right thing. So don't let that go over your head. What I just said, I'm gonna repeat that one more time. It's so much easier to do wrong than to do right. But to come to a point of knowing, hey, that's not the life that is going to be for me, starting to build a life for myself of buying, rental properties one after another. And I thought that at that point, it was why I was doing it and still doing it. I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. This is great, and having the ability to have students that I can teach, and they're starting their process. They're buying houses, they're buying duplexes and multifamily buildings, which is super fantastic. But coming here where I just didn't have this on my radar at all, purchasing some cabins out. I'm a city kid, right? Purchasing some cabins out here in the woods, as you can see, and with lions and tigers and bears out here, that makes me a little nervous to be out here exercising. So I wait till the sun comes up so I can see any and everything that's out here, which I'm getting cracked on a little bit about. But and just sitting on that porch, listening to the creek, being grateful, being appreciative to where we are today and where we are going. So I just wanted to give a little insight on that. I didn't have money. I had a dream, of saying, the dream started with me like, hey, I just can't be broke, right? I just can't be broke, and sitting there and working hard, doing whatever I needed to do, and coming to a point of understanding that, multiple lines of revenue, was required, and that's just putting yourself in different environments, talking to so many different people that view life a little differently from you. Even if they had the same background or didn't, you could still learn from them. The most importantly, I will sit here and tell you, is mindset, is probably everything. Of your viewpoint on life, your viewpoint on yourself, being honest with who you are and the things that you need to do, and just having a dream and having a plan and taking action to that dream and taking action to that plan, and daily dumping the ingredients and investing into yourself first. So for me, I got a job, and I decided to obviously save some money and take that money and start to obviously invest in myself, and then invest into the rental property. So I just wanted to give everybody just a clear background that I came from nothing. No one gave me any money. No one no one did anything that was free or that was honest. I mean, I did have some people that I could talk to, to ask certain questions to, which is funny, is because some people tell you so much of the negativity side, and you think that that's like everything. So it, with any human being, right? And I'm not going to generalize this, but with most, okay, you sit there and say, man, that's so negative. Who wants to be involved with that? But you have to seek out, what's real and what's their issues and what's real in their process. All right, because you're going to have to make sure you do what you have to do for you. So I wanted to go on and share just a little bit of my background, and obviously I get into how we got these cabins up here and how you can do it too. It's just a mindset. It's having some goals, surrounding yourself around the right people, always investing in yourself. If that's books, if that's seminars, if that's coaching, do what you got to do, okay, to sit there and continue to move along, because the books, the podcasts, the coaching, all those things do one thing: it gets you much closer to your goal, and cut out a lot of the steps that people have already done and they can share with you. All right, so this is Lenny the Boss Man. I'm gonna share this journey, and if you want to hear more, or if you want to learn more about finding cash flowing properties within your budget without spending a whole lot of time outside of your day job, you can reach me at lennytheboss.com/call, CALL. All right, once again, lennytheboss.com/call, and keep your eye out for more videos on how I explain up to the point of how we got here. All right, and with that being said, you have yourself a fantastic day.